You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Road Trance for Black and White Sports. If you're new to the channel, hit subscribe, ground and pound the like button. And as always, thank you guys and gals for watching our channel. Well, it seems that great safety for the Baltimore Ravens, a future walk-in Hall of Famer, without a doubt. Don't want to take nothing away from Ed Reed for his playing career, but he clearly is not the sharpest tool in the shed. Now, a lot of outrage this week from Washington Redskins / football team / commander / whatever in the hell they're going to be called this week. Defensive coordinator Jack Del Rio came out and made a comment that I'm going to just keep it blatantly real with you. Millions upon millions upon millions of Americans absolutely agree with. The double standard between the BLM and Antifa riots and a one-day event, the lack of the unbelievable, unmitigated gall that people feel like we should not be able to have an opinion about how one, as Jack Del Rio said, look, there's a committee in prime time over that shit. Where in the hell is the committee in the primetime event over all the lawlessness, all the things burning to the ground, calling out this right here? I'm going to show it to you. Of course, the New York Times, this was a story last year because the New York Times was talking about the rioting, supposed peaceful protesting. They ignored 18 deaths and $2 billion in damage over the course of how many months? They ignored that. And Jack Del Rio called it out. He called it out. He said, man, you're making a big, big deal over one day. One day. Now, he said the fact that nobody had died. Ashley Babbitt lost her life. Rest in peace. Former member of the military. But he called it out, and he got fined. The Commanders fined him $100,000, which is just embarrassing for the NFL. You're saying one of your coaches is not allowed to have an opinion that is just that, an opinion. That's the way he feels. I think millions of Americans agree. Why the hell is this being made such a big deal? But it was okay for people to just burn the country to the ground. It was just okay for David Dorn in St. Louis to lose his life from BLM rioters. A former police chief. Nah, that's okay. That guy was black. You motherfuckers didn't give a shit about him. And now Ed Reed's outraged. Okay. I mean, you might be a hell of a football player, but you're damn sure ignorant. Let's get to this. Former Raven Ed Reed says a $100,000 fine for Jack Del Rio is, quote, not enough. All right. This is Breitbart. Former Baltimore Ravens safety Ed Reed, who spent nearly his entire playing career alongside a friend and fellow player charged with murder, believes that a $100,000 fine the Washington Commanders levied against defensive coordinator Jack Del Rio is, quote, not enough. Oh, today, Ed Reed is outraged. On Friday, the Commanders fined Del Rio $100,000 for referring to the January 6th Capitol riots as, quote, a dust-up. That's his opinion. It should be okay to have an opinion. Del Rio had made the dust-up comment while addressing a tweet in which he questioned the emphasis the left has placed on the January 6 riots while seeming to not possess the same level of interest in prosecuting those who rioted across the country in the aftermath of the killing of George Floyd. Though Del Rio apologized for calling the riots a dust-up, he should not have apologized. He should not have had to apologize. It's appalling that Ron Rivera, the Commanders, Dan Snyder, Roger Goodell, and the NFL felt the need to make this man go out there and apologize for that statement. Ron Rivera, the Commanders' head coach and longtime friend of Del Rio, publicly criticized his coach and friend for the comments while calling January 6th a, quote, act of domestic terrorism. What do you think we watched over 18 months? Really? On Saturday morning, Reed took to Twitter to say that Del Rio's punishment was harsh and not enough. Quote, today I'm sick and tired. A dust up! Exclamation point. 100,000 is not enough. Money ain't nothing to a person who recycled through coaching. It's always one. First it was Saban. Now it's Jack to remind us what it is. Man, if you coached by him, put your pants on. It's simple. Right and wrong and wrong. I don't know what that means, Ed Reed. But if you don't understand that George Floyd or anybody else, once again, statistics do not support the claim of police brutality actually being a thing. They still don't. Even today, those numbers haven't changed. If you don't understand that there are millions upon millions upon millions of Americans that agree with Jack Del Rio, they sat back, watched the country burn to the ground, watched lawlessness, watched 18 people lose their lives, mostly black people, by the way, by hands of rioters and Antifa, BLM. This is what the way law-abiding citizens look at things, Ed Reed. Nothing gives you the excuse to go out in the streets and do what was done over 18 months. Nothing. Why? It's against the law. You don't get to go out and ruin people's property, cause destruction, cause damage, kill people, throw rocks through glasses so you can run in and steal Nikes and run out. You don't understand why people are drawing that correlation, why they're calling out that bullshit, why everybody in the mainstream media is ignoring it, why people like you are ignoring it. You don't understand why people feel that way? That's a you problem. It's a you problem. Us. Bullshit, man. We're all citizens of the United States. We are. But people took that issue from George Floyd, that case, and they used it as an excuse. That's all it was. And liberal prosecutors around the country, liberal governors, they just let it all happen. I imagine if you peel back the curtain, Jack Del Rio is pissed. Like a lot of us. And if you think the BLM riots and Antifa riots didn't fuel January 6th, you're out of your mind. People sat back and watched nobody do anything about all that death and destruction. It was a get out of jail for free card. They watched all that happen. But no, people are outraged over one day, one motherfucking day, compared to all of that. Again, law-abiding citizens don't believe you have an excuse to burn down the country for any reason. Any goddamn reason. Ed Reed's ignorant. He's ignorant. And obviously all he sees is color here. That's it. Us. Maybe it should be more we. Maybe that's part of the problem. Quit pulling the race card for everything. Yeah, Jack Del Rio has the right to have an opinion in this country. And that's okay, and it should be without repercussion because his comments didn't hurt anybody. There was nothing, no physical harm in Jack Del Rio's comments whatsoever. It also doesn't make him a racist, by the way. Again, there is no good excuse to burn down the country and kill people and cause billions of dollars in damage. Not one good reason. Tell me what you think, black and white sports fans. Ed Reed, today's latest social justice champion, he's mad because Jack Del Rio wasn't fined enough. Okay, stick to football. It seems to be what you are truly good at. Because it's certainly not giving political commentary. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time. Black and White Network supporters, make sure you check out the Black and White Network merchandise store. Link in the description. Use promo code USA First, all one word. USA First, all one word. 25% off now.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.